Hello developers in Indonesia. My name is Scott Evans. I'm a Vice President in Mixed Reality at Microsoft. I'm really excited to be here. Indonesia is a very special place for me. I grew up with some Indonesian friends who introduced me to some amazing food, including my favorite gado-gado, and I had the opportunity with my wife to travel island hop across Indonesia. We went from Labuan Bajo to amazing places like Rinca, where we hiked with Komodo dragons. It was a magical experience, and I wish I could be there in Indonesia with you today. Instead, I'm here in my home office, but I get to talk to you about mixed reality and how it's powering a lot of digital transformations across a number of different industries. So let's dig in. So one of the things that gets me so excited about mixed reality is that it's not just driving new business outcomes, it's also helping drive changes in how we work and having great impacts on the world overall. You know, we're able to reduce the amount of travel, which is putting less carbon into the atmosphere. We're able to change the relationships between doctors and patients using this technology. And I love to see the different use cases and applications and industries that are really making the world a better place. So let's talk about some of those in more detail. Before we do, it's helpful to think about some of the overall global trends. You know, the last 2 years have been hard for everyone with COVID and all of the resulting changes it's had on how we've worked. You know, we've seen lots of turnovers in different workforces in many different industries. We've seen changes in how we collaborate with hybrid work styles that are expected to continue even past COVID. We're seeing more and more complexity in the manufacturing processes, and actually more changes expected in manufacturing using technology to lower errors and increase effectiveness. And we're seeing digitization come and change how work and disrupting work styles in multiple different industries. So with that context in mind, where are we seeing mixed reality being deployed today? Well, we're seeing it across a number of different industries as it evolves from pilots into large-scale deployments. So here's some of the industries that we see as leading the way in the leveraging of mixed reality technology and driving digital transformation. Manufacturing industries, including automotive, healthcare, AEC, which is the architecture, engineering, and construction industry, and even education and retail. And in each of these industries, there's growing case studies of the types of return on investment we're seeing with the deployment of mixed reality technologies. I love the example of Lockheed Martin that's getting to 100% error-free manufacturing environments using this technology. Case Western Reserve University has been deploying a hollow anatomy program for its medical students, where they're seeing 50% increase in retention of critical anatomy data as part of the education process. Really great high ROI outcomes industry by industry. So what's the technology stack that's enabling these mixed reality solutions? Well, Microsoft, I like to think about the technology stack in layers. We have the device layer, the platform layer, and the overall solution that's solving those specific problems. So let's dig into those layer by layer. In the device layer, we think about everything from tablets and PCs to virtual reality, but I want to focus on our flagship HoloLens 2 product. This is a device that's really is in the augmented reality world. It blends the digital world with the physical world, but it does it as a self-contained wearable computing device that really lets you change the world around you with that digital content. So I have a video here that's going to highlight some of the use cases that HoloLens is being used in today, and some of the impacts in those different industries as it's being used. really love how that video touches on so many different use cases. Let's talk more about the platform and the solutions that are built on top of HoloLens. At the application layer, we have a combination of solutions that are built by Microsoft and built by third parties. Microsoft has the Dynamics 365 family. We have a product called Remote Assist for HoloLens 2, and this really enables remote field workers to connect to the experts back in the home office. And these field workers can be what we call heads up and hands free. They're working on their problems, whether it's maintenance and elevator repair or working on an aircraft engine. They can contact that remote expert who can see through their eyes, see the problem they're facing, share data and schematics and technical information with that remote worker, and even mark up their environment. Here you're seeing that remote expert draw onto the physical world that that field expert is engaging with. This is a powerful solution that's applicable across a number of different industries. The second solution is what we call Microsoft Guides. This provides step-by-step instruction to complete complicated tasks with lower error rates. But it's not just the instruction that's valuable here. It's being able to take digital 3D content and overlay it onto the physical world to provide a lot more precision in that instruction and make sure that tasks are completed precisely. Here you're seeing a digital representation of a part, how it's orientated, interfacing with the physical world. This has, again, applicability across a number of different industries, lowering error rates and having great business impacts as well. Now, those solutions are, as I mentioned, are used in a number of different industries. Some industries need solutions that are very specific to their needs. And for that, we have over 200 partners who have developed solutions for HoloLens and mixed reality. And those, I've highlighted a few of them here. They're aligned to those different industries that I talked about earlier. So let's talk a little bit more about the platform that enables those solutions. The platform includes cloud services that enables developers like you to create richer solutions than you can do on a device in a standalone way. We have 3 different Azure services that are in the market today that are really designed to power mixed reality experiences. Let's dig into those. The first one is Azure Spatial Anchors. Azure Spatial Anchors enables a developer to place digital content into the real world at a much larger scale than you can do on a standalone device and share that information across multiple devices, whether that's multiple HoloLenses or even from a HoloLens to a tablet or a phone. An example of how that technology is being used, Knox Innovation, is in the construction industry. They focus on data centers, and they're often having to fabricate new equipment that interfaces with existing facilities or other equipment provided by other manufacturers. They use a software solution called Visual Live that uses that Azure Spatial Anchors I talked about earlier, and it enables them to go and place content into the physical world and visualize the steps, construction, and deployment of that equipment before it's even fabricated. That placement can get viewed from multiple different workers on the job site, from a foreman using a tablet to an installation engineer using a HoloLens. And this technology has enabled Knox Innovations to decrease their construction costs by lowering error rates by visualizing ahead of fabrication. The second Azure service here is Azure Remote Rendering. This allows you to tap into the power of GPUs in the cloud to dramatically increase the rendering capability on a self-contained mobile device like HoloLens. Here's an example of a 3D model of an engine, 100,000 polygons on the left, 100 million polygons on the right, and you can really see the difference in visual fidelity. You know, this can be super important when you're an engineer working on solving a problem, working on design decisions and trade-offs. This technology can be used for 3D models like this engine. It can also be used for large-scale programs like a building construction project where you want to look at it at life scale and visualize construction details and find errors, and that rendering fidelity is super important, rendering it in the cloud and streaming it down into the mobile device. And the third service is Azure Object Anchors. This uses the power of the cloud to place and align digital content onto the physical world with greater precision and accuracy than you can do in a standalone way. This is useful for reducing errors and in critical tasks where that alignment is super important. An example use case here, BMW Group has deployed a solution they call Hololens that really looks across the entire design, engineering, and manufacturing lifecycle. By using mixed reality technologies, they've been able to dramatically shrink that lifecycle by more than 20% and also have simultaneously dramatically lower manufacturing errors as a result of using this mixed reality approach to the design lifecycle. So we've talked a lot about experiences today, mixed reality experiences deployed in market in a number of different industries. Where is it going tomorrow when the cloud gets even more powerful, when the edge devices like HoloLens continue to bring new capabilities to bear, and you combine those, what do we see as the future of those types of experiences? Well, Microsoft is introducing Microsoft Mesh, our platform for collaboration and metaverse creation. And here we're seeing a vision for combining multiple different device form factors and including even Microsoft Teams on your PC and changing how people collaborate in a PC environment in an immersive way. But it gets even more rich when you combine those with HoloLens devices and immersive headset devices. I'm going to show you a vision video here that captures some of the scenarios and use cases that we think will be possible in the future, powered by this mesh platform and mixed reality technologies.
Connection is a spark that gives our lives meaning. It drives us to seek out others who feel the same way.
Okay, why don't you input the data and we'll take a look together. Hey Mari, what you got for me?
To find those who share our views, yet offer different perspectives.
そうですね. Look over here.
Challenge us with new ways of seeing.
That I think we should
Deepen our understanding. And enrich our lives.
最后一笔的时候，往前。
Great things happen when we commit to something bigger than ourselves.
Let's take a closer look at it.
Place this here. Let's see how we go from there, okay?
This sense of collaboration and the feelings of connection it brings excites us.
Hey, just in time. I'm gonna move it slightly, okay?
It's yours, take it.
We have 2 planes right now on the same trajectory.
As we put people first, technology fades into the background and feels like anything but.
Aisha, what do you think?
I think if we had 330, maintaining 2800,
we'll be clear for approach.
Excellent.
This changes the way we see the world, and in turn, changes the world we see.
These numbers are looking great, actually.
There's promise in the possibilities, and what we see and create next will stretch the imagination.
Good morning, Sarah.
Morning.
Slowly coming towards the thumb.
A world without boundaries.
Good job. A lot better than yesterday.
Yeah.
Excellent. Slowly bring the
A
arm
world
down.
where technology enhances, not limits, humanity. With people front, center, and in the spotlight. The future is here. And here can be anywhere. Introducing Microsoft Mesh.
Very exciting vision for the future as we combine these platform technologies and mixed reality technologies and really unleash new collaboration potential across these spaces. But what gets me really excited is to see what you'll do with these technologies. As a developer and taking advantage of these platforms and new capabilities over time, what problems will you solve? I can't wait to see what you tackle and across multiple different industries and applying your innovation and creativity, taking advantage of these new breakthrough capabilities. So thank you for having me here. It's been an honor. I hope you're excited about the future of mixed reality and what it enables you to do as developers. And I hope you enjoy the rest of this developer event this week. Thank you.